Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. Rob here. I was just trying to record a video a second ago, but my internet cut out. Luckily I wasn't going to win that battle anyway, but it was an interesting battle, so I'm a little bit bummed out about that. Bringing a very similar team to what I was using last time. Lost a little bit of points there as well, but not a problem. But I am bringing Milotic. This is competitive Milotic. Pairs quite well as an anti-intimidate tank. I'm running a modest one with leftovers. I'm running Scald, Ice Beam, Protect and Life Dew. You can run Recover over Life Dew, but I feel like Life Dew is quite a nice move. It restores 25% hit points to both you and your partner Pokemon. So it could be useful. So I'm going to leave it with that for now. And it has got competitive, which is a little bit nicer than Defiant because you don't need to worry about the attack drop from Intimidate. And you do get the +2 straight away to special attack. Yeah, like I said, I was doing a battle a second ago, but my internet disconnected, and it was only the first one. I decided to just scrap it and start again. It was irritating, but my opponent was going to win anyway. So what we see here, I see Excadrill, Gastrodon, Charizard, Whimsicott. So there's an Intimidate user there in Scrafty, and there's also the Ninetales, so I see a Sun team there. So on that note, I think I may lead with Milotic and Raichu, and in the back I'm going to bring Gyarados and possibly Obstagoon. Yeah, I'm going to bring Obstagoon in the back as well. Yeah. Or do I want to lead Gyarados? In case... No, I'm not going to lead Gyarados. I'm going to lead Milotic and Raichu, I think. So let's try that and hope for the best against Aiden Gallo. Going to try aim to do 2 videos on this video. I'm going to try keep it short. Hopefully he's got his team decided because he is running out of time here. 5 seconds left. Yep, so there you go. He's picked his team. Let's see what Aiden is going to bring to the table. Hopefully my internet will hold up for at least 2 battles, because it is frustrating when you disconnect. So let's see what he leads. It's all Beast Ball as well. So has got the Ninetales and the Charizard actually. I wasn't expecting to see that lead. But like solar powered G-Max Charizard isn't legal in this format yet, as far as I'm aware. Shiny Ninetales is so nice. Right, so here I'm actually going to fake out the Ninetales. So I expect the Charizard to Gigantamax. And I'm actually going to Gigantamax my Milotic. And I'm going to go for a Max Geyser onto the Charizard. So I can get rid of the rain. Not the rain, sorry. Get rid of the sun and put up my own rain. Not that I particularly need the rain, but, you know, it disrupts his own play a little bit. So he's thinking what to do. I have to watch out for a max overgrowth from Charizard as well. But Milotic is quite bulky, so fingers crossed I would be able to take it. So he actually withdraws Charizard. Okay, interesting. And send out Gastrodon. Okay, that's a good play. I didn't really think that one through, unfortunately, because Milotic can't really touch Gastrodon at all. So that's unfortunate, and I'm now going to boost the Gastrodon as well. Right. So not a good turn 1 from me, unfortunately. So I do get the fake it off, so the Ninetales isn't going to be doing anything. So yeah, that's irritating. And I've now just boosted the Gastrodon as well. But I am now going to go for a... I think I'm going to go for a Nuzzle into the Ninetales and slow it down in case it wants a Solar Beam. And I'm going to go for a Max Hailstorm into the Gastrodon so I can still get rid of the sun. So we'll see how that plays out. So there's the Nuzzle. So I will now be faster than the Ninetales before it can hit me with a Solar Beam. So I will be able to get rid of the Sun if it does want to go for a Solar Beam. Not sure how much damage this would do to Gastrodon. Yeah, it does an alright amount. It's an alright amount. Hopefully the Gastrodon doesn't go for Earth Power because the Howl will break my Sash. So the Ninetales actually went for a nasty plot. Interesting. Not the real sort of Pokemon you want to be setting up, to be honest, but who am I to judge? So that is going to take me down to my Sash, and I am going to die from the Howl the next turn, but there is no Sun now, so it's not too bad. Not as bad. Right. On that note, though, I am going to bring out my Gyarados, because I can threaten the Gastrodon. A bit left over as recovery there from both of us. So that's interesting information. I know it's not holding a berry. Right, so I'm going to bring in Gyarados. It's nice to see these Pokemon both side by side, to be honest. And I'm not going to go for... I'm going to go for a Power Whip onto the Gastrodon. And I'm going to go for... Right, so there's two things I can do here. I can go for a Max Geyser onto the Ninetales, because the Gastrodon will die to Power Whip. So he's either going to switch it out, protect it, and then it won't get a boost anyway. Max Hailstorm not going to do anything to Ninetales, so I think going for Max Geyser there's the best option. So he withdraws the Ninetales. My Gyarados is faster than... Oh, so he does bring in the Intimidate, so that's good for me, because that's going to give my Milotic a +2 boost. Now, I've just got to hope Power Whip hits the Gastrodon. So the Gastrodon actually goes for Protect. Okay. Right, okay. So there's the Power Whip. It's not going to get a boost from that, though, because it is protecting. Oh, wait, it did. Okay, so it doesn't work the same as Lightning Rod. Okay, didn't realise that. Right, so I need to think now. Right, Scrafty can learn Thunder Punch, so I need to be careful of that. But does Scrafty carry Thunder Punch? I would have said no personally, but that's just me. I'm going to go for a Dragon Dance with the Gyarados. And I'm also going to... this is tricky so far. I think I'm going to go for a Life Dew. Or I could go for an Ice Beam onto the... I'm going to go for an Ice Beam onto the Gastrodon. Expecting it to switch out, to be honest. So it doesn't switch out. I get off a Dragon Dance. I'm hoping it does not have Thunder Punch. Please no Thunder Punch. So there's my Ice Beam. Does a fair chunk. Ah, so it does have the Thunder Punch. Ah, no. God. Okay, so that's bad. I did not expect the Thunder Punch. And the Gastrodon just goes for Recover. Okay, so I'm not looking too hot here, to be honest. Not looking too hot here at all. Right. It's not looking very good for me, and I don't think I can come back from this, but let's send out my Obstagoon. I expect the Scrafty to attack it, so I'm going to go for an Obstruct. And I'm going to go for a... No, I can't go for a Scald. I'm going to go for a Ice Beam into the Scrafty. I could have just close combated the Scrafty, to be honest with you, but whether or not that's worth doing or not, I'm not sure. So there's the Ice Beam from the Milotic. Doesn't do a lot of damage. So just go for a Drain Punch. It's going to get that defense drop. So it does double into the Obstagoon, so that's good for me. Right, so he maybe doesn't think I'm carrying close combat. So I'm actually going to... Right, so I'm going to close combat onto the Scrafty. And I'm going to Ice Beam the Gastrodon, I think. So there's my close combat. That should take it out after a -2 defense, and it does. Cool. I have dropped my defense now, so I need to watch out for that. Now, what would be really nice here is to get a freeze on the Gastrodon. That'd be really good. But there's the Ice Beam. No freeze. It does go for the Scald. Does take me out. Okay, so I've got to be careful now. It's 3 against 1. How was stopped? Not that that's much of an issue. So I assume he's going to bring in a Ninetales and get the sun up now. Yes. Right. Definitely can't come back from this, unfortunately. But I'm just going to Ice Beam onto the Gastrodon. There's not really a lot I can do, to be honest. So I do get the Ice Beam off, which is nice. Should take it out. Yeah, it does. Nice to get a bit of use from Milotic, though. So the Ninetales actually goes for Nasty Plot, which is interesting. So Charizard's going to come back in now as well. And I don't think I can win this because it will have the max overgrowth. And that will definitely take me out, I would have thought. But I am still going to just go for a Scald onto the Ninetales. Do I want to go for a Scald onto the Ninetales? Yeah, I'll go for a Scald onto the Ninetales. Good fight, though. I can't win this, though. So here comes the Dynamax. Is that the Charizard in the Beast Ball? Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's just a regular Charizard. So it is Solar Powered Charizard. Okay. So similar to what I did, because I was using regular Solar Powered Charizard at one point. He's definitely utilising it much better than I am. So there is the max overgrowth. That'd probably take me out, I would have thought. Yeah. Okay, so good game to my opponent. That's a good battle. Quite long. I will do another one, though. Definitely don't think we're going to be reaching the Master Ball tier today, but not to worry. Not to worry. So, good game to my opponent, Aiden Gallo. Very well played. Very enjoyable. We'll get straight into another one. So I got a bottle of calcium, not quite what I would have wanted, but you know, sure, why not? So dropping down the rank a little bit, not too bad. Unfortunately, my win to loss ratio is not looking too hot right now. Again, I've almost back at that 50-50 point. So I changed the music up a little bit so we find Marnie. Yeah, listen to a bit of Marnie, I reckon. So a trainer has been found against Dish, rank 10. So let's see what my opponent has. So, oh god, that's a horrible Trick Room team, isn't it? Yeah, that's definitely a Trick Room team. Right. So I need to be careful here because of Conkelda as well. So I need to be careful if I want to lead Duraludon. With Indeedee, I won't be able to fake out either. I think, though, I'm going to lead Duraludon and Milotic and bring in the back Gyarados. And Obstagoon. So I'm going to go with that. Not sure that's going to be the best play, but it's the one I'm going with. So we'll see how it works out. Regardless, I will make this my last battle for today. Just a quick video, as I do have to go out soon, unfortunately. But I will be back tomorrow with hopefully some more battles. So there's Confrigus and Mudsdale. Right. Okie dokie. So I think I'm going to withdraw Duraludon. And I'm going to bring in Gyarados. And I'm going to use a Scald on Mudsdale, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. I would expect to see a Dynamax from the Mudsdale, because this is definitely a Trick Room team. So he doesn't Dynamax, okay. So I do get my Scald off. No weakness policy either, and it does go for a close combat. Interesting. So I wasn't quite expecting that from the Mudsdale, to be honest. I do expect to see a Trick Room, yes, so there is a Trick Room. Right, so now I'm going to Max Geyser into the Mudsdale and pick up a KO, and I'm just going to Life Dew here and restore myself a little bit of HP, I think. So here comes my Dynamax. I'm not very good at playing against Trick Room, to be honest. So I'm just going to do my best. Hopefully we'll be able to maybe even pick up a win. We will see. So my opponent goes for the Rock Slide. I can't be flinched though, so that's alright. Body Press from the Confrigus. Does a fair amount of damage. I'm not sure what its defense is, to be honest. So there's my Life Dew. So I'm healing a little bit of HP to both me and the Gyarados there. So that's nice. And I will be able to pick up a KO here onto the Mudsdale. So also nice. Cool. And I've set up the rain as well. So both Milotic and Gyarados are a little bit more stronger. Fortunately, I've got a terrible electric weakness going on right now, so I need to be careful. Can't remember if he had Conkelda on his team or not. Bit of leftovers recovery there. Alright, let's have a look. So, Hatterini. Okie dokie. Right, so I think here I need to be careful because how many turns of Trick Room are left? So 3 turns Trick Room still. I don't think they can take me out in 1 turn, can they? So I'm going to go for a Max Geyser onto the Hatterini. And I'm going to go for a Life Dew again, I think. So, here comes the Dynamax. Probably will be able to take me out, actually. Yeah, so there's the Dynamax Hatterini. Maybe I should have gone for the Max Guard then. So Max Mindstorm onto the Gyarados. Almost takes me out. Now it depends whether or not the Confrigus is going to target Milotic or Gyarados. So it is Life Orb as well. And he goes for a Will-O-Wisp. And misses. Even though I do have the Lumberry, that's not too much of an issue. Nice, okay. Can't remember who I attacked with Gyarados now, though, saying that. Did I go for Hatterini or Confrigus? So I did go for the Hatterini, nice. Ooh, almost takes it out, but not quite. Almost, but not quite. So I've got one turn of Max Guard left, and I am going to Max Guard there. And I'm going to Scald onto the Hatterini, and hopefully that will work out, and I'll be able to take it out. So there's my Max Guard. So it actually goes for the Milotic, okay. Whoa, that does a lot of damage and takes me out. Was a crit. God. Okay. It's not good. It's not good at all. Confrigus just goes for the Shadow Ball. So I've got Duraludon. I think I'm going to bring in Duraludon here. I think that's probably the better idea. So my Dynamax has ended. He has one turn left. One more turn of Trick Room as well. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to bounce in the air here. So I think I'm probably going to have to sack Gyarados off. Unfortunately. But I'll just do that. And I'm going to Dragon Pulse into the Confrigus. So it goes for a Max Starfall onto the Duraludon. Wow, that does a lot of damage. And takes me out. God. Yeah, so I'm definitely not going to win this one either, unfortunately. Well played by my opponent. Different sort of Trick Room team there for me. Not something I have encountered before. I have to look out for that in the future. And a crit, of course. Maybe some of those crits mattered, I'm not too sure. So I've only got Obstagoon left now. So there's not really a lot I'm going to be able to do here. I can't see how I can win this at all. If I don't take out the Hatterini, then Confrigus is going to set up Trick Room. But I feel like I'm going to have to take the Hatterini anyway. I feel like I don't have much choice. So there's my knockoff. See, if I was running the Adamant Gyarados, the Max Guards, I might have taken it out before, and I wouldn't be in this position. Alright, so I did have Body Press as well. I forgot about that. So, good game to my opponent. Very well played. Definitely outplayed there, but it's very enjoyable nonetheless. So, unfortunately, it's going to look like no wins today. But you can't win them all. Actually, I think I'll squeeze in another one, actually. Alright, I'll do one more. I've got time for one more. So, points are going to go down even more, unfortunately. Did they go down? I can't even remember. Let's go back to the gym leader music, though, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Still searching for an opposing trainer. Let's have a look. So 21 battles done, 11 wins, 10 losses. Hopefully I can hopefully win the next one. We shall see. Let's see if we can find another trainer. That'd be very helpful. Can't really get much done without finding a trainer. Anyone out there? Trainer's been found. Nice. So, what's that? Stylo is using Mimikyu, Arcanine, Gastrodon, Komao, Corviknight, and Tyranitar. Interesting. Nice team comp there. Right, do I want to lead with Gyarados? Because I see the Arcanine. But he probably sees my Milotic, so I'm still going to lead Raichu and Gyarados. I'm not led with these two this video, I don't think, so I'm going to do that. In the back, I feel like Obstagoon probably. I think Rotom would be pretty decent. Yeah, I'm going to bring Rotom. Duraludon I could bring. I like the Komao he's using though. That's cool. I think I'm going to bring Obstagoon. And I think I'll bring Rotom as well. So let's go with those four. Hopefully I'll be able to get myself at least one win this video. That'd be really swell. That's a pretty cool trainer card though. Nice. So let's see what my opponent is going to lead. So Arcanine and Tyranitar. So bringing the Milotic would have been the better option here. Yeah, so there's the Intimidate. It's unfortunate. Right, so here I think... Who have I got in the back? Right, I don't really want to switch anything out. So I think I'm going to go for a fake out onto the Tyranitar. And I'm just going to max Geyser the Arcanine anyway. Because -1, I should still do a nice bit of damage. I can get rid of the sand, so my Raichu Sash won't get broken. So I think that's what I'm going to do right now. If the Arcanine does have Wild Charge, it can't use it because of Raichu. So Milotic would have been the better choice here. But I didn't think he would lead with the Arcanine for that reason. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So the Arcanine actually just goes for a Protect. That's not a problem though, I don't mind that. So the Tyranitar actually goes for a Protect as well. So they double protects. Interesting. So there's my fake out. Here's my Max Geyser. Does not do a lot of damage even through the Protect. But I do get rid of the sand, which I'm happy about. Right, so now I'm actually going to go for a Brick Break into the Tyranitar. And follow it up with a Max Geyser into the Tyranitar, I think. Because if the Arcanine goes to Will-O-Wisp, I'm not too worried about that. I know he can't... He's not going to Protect again, I wouldn't have thought. He can maybe switch out, but I don't expect him to. So he does actually switch out the Tyranitar into the... Ah, man. Gastrodon. So there's the Brick Break. Does not do any damage. Will-O-Wisp from the Arcanine, but I do have the Lumberry, so not that much of a big deal. Can't use Max Geyser, just giving it a boost. Unfortunate. Right, so here I'm actually going to nuzzle the Arcanine. And I'm going to max Overgrowth into the Gastrodon regardless. I don't feel like there's no reason not to now. So he does go for the Protect. I did expect that, but at the same time, I didn't see a reason to not just do it anyway. There's the nuzzle into the Arcanine. A Parahax would be absolute swell right now. So I do get the max Overgrowth off anyway. Does no damage almost. And set up grassy terrain for whatever reason. So Will-O-Wisp missing or being paralysed is what I need on the Arcanine right now. Yes, so the Arcanine did get paralysed. Nice. Okay, I needed that. That's really nice. Right, so I think I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt onto the Arcanine. I'm going to withdraw my Gyarados. And I think go into Rotom, because it's not going to go for a... Definitely not going to go for any sort of Fire-type move onto the Gyarados slot, I would have thought. So here comes my great friend Rotom in the Friend Ball. So he does actually withdraw the Gastrodon. Interesting. Probably expected me to go for Power Whip, I would have thought. So there's my Thunderbolt. Unfortunately, my Sash will break now. So Citrus Berry from the Arcanine. And he's paralysed again. Okay, well that's great for me. Right, so here I think... Oh yeah, the grassy terrain up, so my Sash actually is still intact. Right, so here I think I'm going to go for a Brick Break on the Tyranitar. Actually, no, in case it Dynamaxes, I'm going to go for a Nuzzle onto the Tyranitar and paralyse it. And... Or do I want to Will-O-Wisp it, actually? Yes, I'm actually going to Thunderbolt the Arcanine. And I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp onto the Tyranitar. So, no Gigantamax, and it does protect itself. So, good play. Maybe it's not a Dynamax one. There was a crit. Para, please, Para. So, I really need this Arcanine to stay paralysed. So, it actually goes for a Will-O-Wisp onto Raichu. Interesting. Maybe he thinks I'm a physical attacker. I mean, I'm mixed, but interesting still. Okay. Oh. Right, now I'm going to foresee him switching out Arcanine next. And I'm actually going to just Brick Break onto that slot. And I'm still going to Will-O-Wisp the Tyranitar. I think that's my best bet still. So this is a very interesting match so far. So here comes the Dynamax. It's got to be the Arcanine. No, not the Arcanine, sorry. That's definitely the Tyranitar. Yeah, so it's the Tyranitar. I imagine weakness policy Tyranitar as well. So I don't want to... I want to try and not hit it with anything super effective. Can't remember if I've seen an item from it or anything. So the Arcanine actually goes for a Protect. Fair enough. So there's the Brick Break into the Arcanine. So Will-O-Wisp onto the Tyranitar, and it just does hit, so it being burned is nice. It goes for a Max Rockfall onto Raichu, I would assume. Yep. Oh, doesn't actually take me out, but the sand will, so it's quite funny. Right. So it's burnt damage to the Tyranitar. I think I'm going to bring in Obstagoon now. And I think I'm going to knock off onto the Tyranitar in case it is holding weakness policy. And I'm just going to Thunderbolt onto the Arcanine. I don't think he's going to switch out into Gastrodon with it. Could be wrong, but if he does, he does. So there's my knockoff. Weakness policy? Yes, so it is weakness policy. Nice. That's great to get rid of. There's the Thunderbolt onto the Arcanine. That will take it out. So I've just got to worry about the Tyranitar now this turn. So to go for the Max Rockfall. onto the Rotom. I do live that quite nicely. I am still a bulk. That's a crit as well, actually. So this is probably a bulky Tyranitar and expects to get its weakness policy for its damage output, but knockoff is just such a great move. I've managed to get rid of that now. So I know he's got Gastrodon still. Now, I've seen Gastrodon. Who else does he have? So Grassy Terrain is now gone. So it's Coma-O. Okay. So, need to be careful. So I am faster in it. So I'm just going to close combat onto the Tyranitar. And I'm going to... might double onto the Tyranitar, actually. I'm going to Thunderbolt onto the Tyranitar as well. In case close combat doesn't take it out. So it doesn't. Now I'm hoping Thunderbolt can maybe finish it off. Would be really nice. Maybe I should have gone for the Leaf Storm. So there's the Aura Sphere. That will take out my Obstagoon, which is no problem. I did expect that. Still got Gyarados in the back. It doesn't quite take it out, unfortunately. And it goes for a Max Darkness. And that doesn't take me out. Nice. But it does lower my special defense. Sandstorm has subsided. Hopefully, maybe Burn can take it out. So Burn doesn't even take it out, God. Okay. So here comes back in my Gyarados. Its Dynamax should end now. Yeah, so its Dynamax has ended. Right, so here I'm going to bounce into the Coma-O. And I'm actually going to protect as well. So the Tyranitar can take itself out with Burn. I'm not sure. The Coma-O might go for its signature move where it boosts all stat +1. But I feel like this is what I'm going to go with here. Gyarados is going to hide in the air of its own little protect. So just go for the Aura Sphere, actually. Onto the Rotom. Rock Slide from the Tyranitar, but everything, that's not going to worry about that. And it is going to die to Burn. Nice. So that's good. So it's got Gastrodon left still. Right. So, the Coma-O could protect here. But if it does, it means I'm going to outspeed the Gastrodon. And I'm just going to go for a Leaf Storm, I think. So right now we're in like a mind trick phase of doing who's going to do what. So here's my bounce. Oh, and it misses. Come on. Really? Alright, so that's irritating. Bounce missed, of course. Why bounce? Why did you have to do this to me? Like, really? Have to do this to me? Oh, man. I don't think I can do anything to either of these. I'm just going to Power Whip the Gastrodon. I don't know what else to do now. That bounce missing hurt me a lot. I really needed that to hit. So it does go for Protect. Unfortunately, that is going to be game, I reckon. I can't win now. Let's go for an Aura Sphere. Yeah, I can't see how I can win this now, unfortunately. Should have probably gone for a Dragon Dance that turn, but... yeah, I'd say that's probably it now. I don't think I can win. So it tries to double protect, doesn't get it. Power Whip does take it out. Do get a Moxie boost though. But I don't think I can win this now. I've got enough to take one more Aura Sphere, I think. Right, so I'm going to go for a bounce. This is getting very close now. I still feel like I'm not going to be able to win this, but... So he does go for Aura Sphere again. Does it not have Protect? Really? Oh my god. Really? Okay, so good game to my opponent. Gyarados, just... Please, please, please. Why do you have to miss like that? That's just horrible. Alright, so I'm going to end the video there. Unfortunately, I did not get any wins today. Just loss. But that happens sometimes. I thought maybe I'd get a last minute win there, but it's not the case. So I'm just going to end the video here. Thank you for watching. Rob out.